my name is Amy from Korean Things. Hi, I'm Sam. In the previous video, we learned basic consonants, 시옷, 이응, 지읒, and 3 double vowels, 워, 와, 위. And there was a very unique alphabet you don't have in English, which is 이응. This is because we categorized 이응 as a consonant, but it didn't have any sound value. We are only able to pronounce 이응 after we check which vowel goes right next to 이응. So if you haven't checked our previous video, please click the button above and check the function of 이응. And today we'll be learning 5 more new consonants and 2 vertical vowels, 에 and 에. The consonants we're going to learn today are 키역, 티읕, 피읕, 치읕, 히읗. And if you ever checked our previous videos, you'll be very familiar. These basic consonants, 키역, 티귿, 피읕, 치읕, 이응. We are going to add one line on these consonants and then you can create more new consonants. So for example, when you add a line on 키역 like this, it becomes 키역 and it sounds like yeah, it has K sound in English. And for 티귿, if you add another line on 티귿 like this, and it becomes like 티읕, 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 and it sounds like T sound. And for 비읍, you have to remove the top part of 비읍 and then extend the 2 horizontal lines. It becomes like 피읍 and it sounds like it has P sound like English. And for 지읒, we have to add a little hat above 지읒. Then it looks like this. So it has CH sound in English. Yeah, right. And also, we can add a little hat on 이응 too. Then it becomes like 히읗. And it has a sound like yeah, it has H sound. For 치읒 and 히읗, Korean people write them in 2 different ways. So we're going to show you how they look like. 선생님은 어떻게 쓰시는지?
저요?
네, 치읒 어떻게 쓰세요? 그렇게 쓰시고 히읗은요?
히읗?
Okay, they are all different depending on the personal handwriting style. So some people can write 히읗 like this. We are going to show you how these pairs sound differently. 기역, 그, 키역, 크, 티귿, 드, 티읕, 트, 비읍, 브, 피읕, 프, 지읒, 즈, 치읒, 치, 이응, 으, 히읗, 흐. So as you see, after we add extra line on these basic consonants, the pronunciation becomes stronger and they have more breathing sound like k, t, p, h, ch. And let's move on to vertical vowels from now on. So we are going to learn these 2 vertical vowels, 에 and 에. They look a little different, but they sound almost the same. So if you ask any Korean friend to pronounce these 2 vowels, they will pronounce them almost the same. So they are only different for the spelling. I can say, when you write down the sound of proper nouns, for example, a name of a person, or name of a product, or name of a company in Korean, we use them a little differently.
There are 2 kinds of 에, and they sound very similar to each other. First 에 can be broken down into a and e. Second 에 is created by combining a and e. Even many Koreans ask if it is 에 or 에 when they try to double check spellings. But usually we use a plus ea when there is a in English. But on the other hand, we use a plus ea for e in an English word. For example, let's look at the girl's name, Catherine. We write first letter K with a plus e, e. But when we write the name Veronica, the first letter e should be written with a plus e, e.
This is the only difference I can tell. And why don't we move on to next part, grouping. So last group, these consonants and 2 vowels. So first letter we're going to make is K. 케밥! 이게 아닌가요? 그쵸. 네. 이거 캐나다 할까요, 우리 그러면?
Oh,
캐나다.
Canada. Oh, yeah.
Canada. So when you write down Canada, the name of the country, then first letter will be like this. K. And did you say what? Kebab? Then she just mentioned kebab. Then we spell kebab like K-E-B-A-B. So E, for E, we use all E, E. So kebab. Kebab. Move on to teeth. And te. Do you have any word starting with te?
Te?
Te.
Tanning.
Then first letter te would be like teeth plus A-E-E. So tanning.
Tanning.
What about O-E-A?
Tennis.
Name of the sports. So when you write tennis, then first letter will be like this. Te. And next, pe. Do we have a word starting with pe? Passion. So you would say fashion, but we don't have any F sound in Korean. So we have to use P for F. So first letter is pe, but which is fashion. O-E-A.
Feminist.
Feminist. Like I said before, we don't have any F sound in Korean, so we have to use P for F. So she just mentioned feminist, but we have to write feminist with P and O-E-A. So pe.
네.
Move on to tooth and che. Do we have a word che 있나요? 채 있을까요? 이거 넘어가요 우리.
네.
없는 것 같아. 채 이거는 있죠. 그래도.
네, 이거 되게 많은 것 같아요. Chair, chest.
아니면 체코 for the name of the country, Czech Republic. But Korean people say Checo for Czech Republic. Next consonant is here, and when we combine here and A-E-A, then he. I got one. If you have a name like Harry or Harry's first letter will look like this. He. So here plus A-E-A. What about O-E? Hey. So H-E-Y, hey. Do you have another word starting with hey?
Hey.
So this is it for today. So we are going to show you more consonants and vowels in the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe and like before you leave. And we'll see you in the next video. Say bye!
기억 티읕 피읕 치읓 히읗 에